Even as Hess and ExxonMobil prepare for more exploration offshore Guyana, first oil is not due until 2020. An estimated $300 million United States dollars is expected to be raked in that year. With that in mind, Finance Minister Winston Jordan suggested that government workers would receive salary increases when Guyana produces first oil in 2020.
I foresee improvement in the social and economic status of Guyana. All right? I foresee improvements, progressive improvements in the human, cultural, and every other developmental aspect of the country. I know that we have been through lean periods, and for many of us, I don't see too many of us my age, but certainly those who lived through the 80s would have understood what it means about structural adjustment and to have incomes overnight turn into pennies because of the significant devaluations that we have had.
Minister Jordan was cautious in explaining the rationale behind the possible increase in wages and salaries.
Including everything. But you have to take everything in context. We don't want to have a situation where I give you $2 and you lose $3. Okay? So one of the big things that has to happen is production has to be pulled up. We have to diversify. Because otherwise you're going to just go on the internet and you're going to pick up Amazon and somebody else and, and then you're going to be asking for more salary because you have to buy more from Amazon and so on. So I think essentially we have to blend productivity with production.
Some 120,000 barrels of oil per day is expected to be produced from Liza Phase 1 alone. That's approximately $6 billion Guyana dollars annually. That sum, as explained by the Finance Minister, would be deposited into the Sovereign Wealth Fund and some withdrawn for economic development.
At no time will $300 million be available to the government for spending. Okay? And the way how the $300 million, it becomes offline. So it's offline, it will go offline, so it doesn't create disturbances to the economy. So much money flooding the economy, few goods around, large imports it suddenly attract and so on. No. So a lot of noise have been made about the NRF, so the legislation is tight in terms of how we could withdraw money and for what purposes and so on.
Development of Liza Phase 1, sanctioned in June 2017, is moving ahead. First production of about 120,000 barrels of oil is expected by early 2020. The larger Phase 2 development, with gross production of 220,000 barrels of oil, is also on track for startup by mid-2022. A third phase of development at the Payara field is expected to have a gross production capacity of approximately 180,000 barrels of oil per day, with first production in 2023. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.